And where I am in New Jersey, in the Northeast, there's daylight savings time. In I believe it's 3 states, one being Hawaii, they do not do daylight savings time. Anyway, here we are. Here's the cat wall. Good morning. When you jump on, let me know where you're from. Everything's already been done down here, so I'm thrilled to say vacuumed. Everything has been done, even Mickey. Orange is sleeping because he's been fed and he's content. The catio, I scrubbed. My husband came down and helped this morning, but sadly I said to my husband, not good enough. You gotta wipe down every single platform. It's filled with little bits of litter from when she walks. And I even think I see a piece of hair. Is that a piece? No, that's a scratch. Litter and some hair, and I can't handle that. No. So at least once a day, every morning, each platform is wiped down, and I physically get in here and I vacuum everything, including her little hammock and her cat scratcher. Here is her little, my husband said if we just had one that was closed on the top, but the problem is I put this area up and she doesn't have room. I don't think that the closed one would fit here. No, I don't think it would. Unless I raise this here. I raise this, but then it would be just, anyway, here we are. TV's on. Litter box is done. It's going to be a quick one today. Here's Princess Raven. She is enjoying the birds that are in. I told you there's a whole bunch of birds. Those trees are right out there. Here we go. All their toys are on. Here's Cleopatra. Watching her. She wants to get in that window. That window's her happy place. Orange, let me tell you, coolest cat ever. Coolest cat ever. I want to make sure that this litter box is done. I put it on before, but it still seems to be going back and forth. I got a new litter box for the cats because I really feel that the two cats, they need a bigger box. So I ended up getting the stainless steel litter box from Amazon. I haven't put it together yet, so that's pending. I'm actually going to take that other little box here, and as the weather gets more inclement, if we get snow and what have you, I'll keep that in the garage for the cat that's in the garage. Everything was done. You know, the cats play everywhere. Good morning. I see some people jumped on. Good morning, friends. It's Mom Mode Live. Mom Mode Live. I vacuum everything. Cleopatra loves these two chairs. I love them. Listen, I'm a mom mode. I have 25 and a 23-year-old. I grew up with the Odd Couple. They had two hands. If you ever remember the show, the episode where they had the two hands, Felix took all the Oscar's messy furniture away, and he put contemporary, like modern furniture. He put these two hands, and when Oscar came in, he says, "I feel like I'm the insurance company is here," or something like that. So that inspired me with these two chairs. I've had them for about 20 years down here, and this is who loves the chair. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? That is Cleopatra. So remember, daylight savings time in the United States. Not every state has it. I think 3 don't. It's fall back, so we put the clock back in the fall, and spring forward. In the spring, we add an hour, so it's fall back. So right now, it's 6:32 a.m. Good morning. As I stated, everything was done. I actually I just did a quick dusting of areas that are very trafficky for the cats. Like I do this because my daughter uses it. My son uses it. I did this because my husband uses it every day. So I dusted this area and that area. And all of this where the cats are. Very high trafficky. I filled their hard food bowl. Here's their snacks, and here's the soft food. And this is the churro that I got. I just got this from Chewy, and the cats go crazy for it. And I said to my husband, we need to put some of this stuff, including some hard food, in in a bag. God forbid we see a stray. And my husband said, you realize this is going to be like the Pied Piper. We're going to have cats following us for miles. You know, but the cats love the Inaba churro. This is the tuna and chicken variety. It's, to me, they love the chicken, especially the cat outside. So in the afternoon, I take like 2 of them and I divide it between the 4 cats. So I put a little bit on a little napkin for each one to enjoy. And they do. It's enough to give them a little something. Again, litter boxes were done. Toys are done. Good morning and thank you for the light. And who's here? Ryan Kelly, East Coast time. Hey, it's 6:33. I hope you're enjoying this. Kat's got their documentary on. We've got some wonderful things going on in here for her to play with. Orange is the coolest guy ever. Ryan Kelly, definitely East Coast time. We have the wonderful cat post. I vacuumed all of this. Every day, everything gets vacuumed, but today I actually did a quick dust. I even dust behind the humidifier, believe it or not. I washed this whole table down because they jump on this. You'll see their footprints, and I can't handle that. And this I do as well. So this was all dusted and everything here. They had a field day with this last night. I know they have a field day when I hear Orange crying because he's probably hitting Cleopatra on the head. I don't know what they're doing in this cat wall. It's a magical place to be. Believe me, I wanted one over here. I wanted one over here. And then I thought, I'm getting a little crazy. Look at this. I love this children's map of the wall. I'm going to show it. I don't remember where I purchased it from, but to date, my kids will not let me take it down. Isn't that wild? I have to show it. Look at that. It's the children's map of the world. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I'm just throwing us off topic here. I apologize, but it's one of my favorite maps. The Atlantic Ocean, all the different sea creatures. Isn't that amazing? I have to show you. Algeria, Libya, look at that. If you really look, it's just spectacular. Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, look at that. Iran, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, China, Malaysia, Lhasa. Look at how incredible. Hong Kong, Vietnam. Look at this. How beautiful. Java, Australia. Where are we going down? New Zealand, Wellington. Isn't it exceptionally beautiful? Tasmania. What's here? This is just the navigation, the compass. South America. I know I'm going off topic. My sister-in-law is from Bolivia. She just came back. She stayed there for a month. Guyana, Caracas, Venezuela. What's the end? The Strait of Magellan, Chile, Cape Horn, Great Passage. Isn't that incredible? Like this, I can't even tell you how old this map is. I can't tell you. I don't know if it's like, oh, look at this, Minneapolis, hey. United States of America. You know, it's just, I'm in awe of learning. And they have the numbers, so I guess, here, if you look, Explorer and Sailors, look at that. Pirates and Legends, Sea Battles. It's a really beautiful map. And it has not come down. Salt Lake City, Vegas, San Francisco, look. Vancouver, North America. It's wild, isn't it? It is wild. It's a beautiful map. Here's Boston, New York City, Montreal. I love DC. I love Philly. Maryland is like home to me. Boston, let me tell you, I said to my husband, if I could, places I would buy a home, if I had crazy money, would be Salem, Massachusetts, because I love Salem, Massachusetts. They are spectacular people there. DC, Maryland is home to me. Every time I go there, I feel connected. I don't know what it is about Maryland. And I love Pennsylvania, Hershey, Pennsylvania. Oh, and I love Florida. Absolutely love Florida. These are just some of the places that just stuck with me. We also been to Virginia. There's so many places. It's absolutely spectacular. Isn't that a wild map, friends? Oh, you're looking at the map with me? Well, I didn't. Somebody said something and I can't see it anymore. Isn't it wild? It's a children's map of the world. I don't know where I bought it or when I bought it, but it has been there forever. This used to be an art center for my kids when they were very little, and their cousins and their friends. And they would sit all around here. It was much different. We had that, but we didn't have this. As you can see, the small ping pong table, and the kids would draw here. And I had something over here as well. I didn't have the ping pong table. As they grew older, we got that. But I have to tell you, I have a lot of very little great nieces and nephews. And they love coming down here as well. Sadly, they have not been down here because of Cleopatra. If it was Orange, it wouldn't be a big deal. But because of Cleopatra and she gets so stressed, I don't bring anybody down here because it just stresses her. So my kids will come down here with maybe one or two other people, and that's kind of like it. And when that happens, we have to make sure all the doors in the house are closed. It's a whole system because of Cleopatra. Orange is cool. It's Cleopatra, and now this little girl. But this little girl really doesn't move from this area. This is her spot. In here, Princess Raven loves this, and she loves that window. Believe me, when they go upstairs for a few hours, I pray that she's wandering around. I always tell my husband, go downstairs and lure her away from that area and let her get to explore the different areas, the different regions of the basement. But I'm glad that Cleopatra's back here sleeping. So she gives that other cat a break. And also with the lights, it gives her some heat. She gets warm down here. And it was at 32 degrees here. I don't know if you guys, anybody from New Jersey, it was a brisk 32. I mean, the cat outside, I went out and at about 3:30 in the morning, I put the heater on. It was cold in the garage, but he was fine. He was snuggled in those self-warming blankets. He was fine. Thank God. He ate and then he took off. So as you can see, everybody, cats are doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to continue my Sunday with the dogs and get them out. So just so you know, all food is fed. They're very content. They are playing all night long. That is why I have interactive toys. That is why I have a cat wall, just to keep them going. And I also and they play with this thing too, because the little mouse on here, everything was thrown off. So they definitely were playing here as well. And a lot of times I'll see these pieces come out, and then I really know they were having a party last night. A party I was not invited to. They have their toys under here, and they're jumping all over here. So and it's this is their spot, their place. This is their place. And I think, listen, it's more than enough room for them to have fun and enjoy. I try to keep it very clean. And I just feel that cats like things to be neat and organized. That's something I grew up with. I do realize that not everybody can be on top of this or on top. They can. I know somebody in the city, he has a cat, and his apartment, I think, is from here. It's crazy. From here, maybe from here to here to there. And that's it. He has a tiny little bathroom with a shower. Then he has a bed that he converts to a couch, a TV, a little kitchenette. This is it, right here. And he has a cat in it. And the cat sleeps on the top of the bookshelf. And I have to tell you, he's not Mr. Clean, but cat is loved, and that's all that matters. Cat is loved, and the cat's having a blast. And he's a great cat. So anybody can have a cat, you know? I don't even know how often he cleans that litter box, but the cat is very happy. And he's not doing anything on the floor or anything, because I would smell it. But I do definitely see a little bit of hair in the house. But I have to be honest, I get a kick because you don't need a lot of space for dogs and cats. And I say that because it's important that people know that to have, like, some people say, well, I don't have time for a cat in my life. If you call a rescue and you want to travel, they will come in and they will take care of your animal for a minimum. You just give them a little something. They will feed and clean a litter box or walk a dog. Think about being able to save a life, and one that's on a euthanasia list that is young and healthy, or even older and healthy. I think older and healthy dogs, they're just mild. They don't need a lot. For people who are really just having a very low key lifestyle, you want to consider older dogs, or even an older cat. It's a different mind. It's a different mind frame. I know my sister always told me, nobody wants an older cat, or like one that's one or older. Everybody wants a kitten. I said, I personally like older cats because they're more settled. The kitten is all over the place, and I'd be a nervous wreck that it's going to fall or get hurt or, get stuck somewhere. I like the older cats. I definitely like them. And Orange, when I got him, he must have been about 9. And Orange is the coolest cat ever. His cat loves dogs. He loves people. He's tolerant of this little girl, but I think he gets upset with her when he knows that Cleopatra's upset. That's it. But knowing that she is safe and warm or cool on a hot day makes me feel good. Believe me, I wish I can say, oh, we can have a whole house, but we have 2 kids that are currently in studies, in college, graduate studies. We have 2 kids, we have 2 dogs, and now we have 4 cats, because I'm including the tiger cat. We got 4 cats, and we got to find the tiger cat a home, and I want her to have a better quality of life, because I realize that Cleopatra is not a cat. This is not Cleopatra. This is Princess Raven, the foster cat. She deserves better than just to look out a window and being here. She deserves to be in somebody's bed, on somebody's lap, or on a chair, or watching them cook in a kitchen, on the floor. She deserves a better life. These guys, Orange and Cleopatra, they've already claimed this basement as theirs and no one else's. Cleopatra, not Orange, really. Cleopatra. It's funky, It's funky. Good morning, silly little kitties. How are you? Where we are, it's daylight savings. It's 6:46. It's mom mode saying good morning to silly little kitty. She has a wonderful page. SILLY, little LITTLE, kitties, KITTYS. She's an amazing cat mom. You may want to take a look. Hi, silly little kitties. Good morning on Sunday. Very good. Thank you. And thank you for jumping in on the live and joining and commenting. People, just so you know, they've done a test on analytics, and they noticed that people have probably a 6-minute attention span to videos. Isn't that amazing? That's it. And then they cut off and they leave. And that kind of says something about society, is that today we just look at the reels, 30-second reel, and we go to the next reel and the next reel and the next reel. And they grab us in, and they grab us with all these different things. And that's okay. But please, everybody, don't forget to get out of your homes and to experience what's going on outdoors, not just indoors. If it's early in the morning, you want to look at a live, that's great, but please go out and just walk. Even if you can't go anywhere. Some people are strapped for money. I told my kids, right now with what we're going through with these animals, we really don't have the ability to take off. I said to my husband, maybe one night, if we're lucky, 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights, maybe just one night. I have somebody from a rescue come in and take care of the cats for us. But the dogs we have to put someplace. But it just for us, our mental health. Just get up and get out. That's why we go with the dogs. We go to parks, national parks, local parks. We go to the waterways. We go to the ocean. We try to take them to our lighthouses. We try to get out and we try to do things. Please. Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome, silly little kitties. Just get out and experience and explore. But as I said, according to analytics, most people only stay on videos for about 6 minutes. They don't have. People are in a rush with these things on the computer. Believe me, my son is a what is this, X, Twitter, whatever, is a Twitter. He's addicted. And we could walk, and I say, put the phone down, put the phone down. If we enter this place, you got to put the phone down. I said, this is attached to your brain. You got to stop this, you know? But he'll get it eventually. You know, when we travel, I could see him looking at museums and stuff. I know he's invested in that. But it's frightening. We didn't grow up with this stuff in our face. Remember that. I did not grow up with a phone. I experienced the world. I looked at, and that's why I take my kids and I tell them, I tell them at least once a week they got to come with us somewhere. So please, that's my sister calling in the morning. Can you believe it? Oh, that's my sister telling me, come on. But I'm going to let you go, everybody. I'm going to focus on Miss Cleopatra. She's spectacular. I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday, and I'm sorry that the phone is ringing in the background. But make it a special day. Really make it a special day and find something wonderful. And thank everybody who has animals or who donates to animals or donates your time if you don't have the money or donates items. Remember, shelters need blanket comforters and blankets. The shelters keep the temperature in there very cool. So please, if you have, contact your shelter and ask if you can donate blankets or comforters. And I want to thank everybody for spending this quality time, because the most valuable gift you can give to anybody is your time.